I'm John Rampton with Search Engine Journal here with Roger Montti.
Hi.
From Martini Buster.
Martini Buster, yes.
So how's it going?
Going good, thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's been a good conference. Lots of camaraderie and love. Yeah, it's
Good.
pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, Roger, you are an expert link builder. You're probably one of the best link builders ever in the entire world. Seriously, he's one of the best. What are some tips?
Some tips?
Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot of,
Yeah.
businesses out there having a hard time, and I know you have been able to break that barrier and get pretty much a link anywhere.
Yeah, actually, when you face a challenge, one of my first clients was a B2B a software company. This was back in 2002, 2003.
Yeah.
And because they service Fortune 500 companies, and there's a limit to the things that they could do.
Yeah.
So what I did was it was kind of like trying to build links, with your arms tied behind your back, and blindfold.
Yeah.
So you could take some of those limits and go, it's impossible, but actually, it can actually spur you to think a little bit harder and find solutions that working within this box, and you can find some creative solutions. It actually led to one of my one of my most interesting discoveries regarding building links, and it's as valid now as it is then, and that is particularly in the B2B space, the keyword search volume isn't particularly high.
Yeah.
And those of you who are in the B2B space and you do AdWords, that the search volume isn't that high. So where's all this traffic coming from? Where are all these sales coming from? Well, there's alternative marketing by going to conferences and email blasts and trading emails.
Yeah.
I was tasked with bringing more income through the web. And so what I discovered was, one, I can think in terms of who the client is. For this particular industry, the client was managers and people who were professionals in that particular space. And they knew what they needed.
Yeah.
But then there were also another client base, and they were IT people.
Yep.
IT people knew all about software. They knew where to get it.
Yeah.
But they didn't know anything about the business processes.
Yeah.
So you got a disconnect. We got these two different clients.
They have no clue how to interact.
Exactly. So I created two parallel campaigns in order to reach them. And this is really one of the most fundamental secrets of link building is make a profile of who your clients are.
Yep.
Then identify where they hang out. For the business people, we went to industry journals.
Okay.
We went to associations. We looked at...
Now, associations like on LinkedIn or...
No, I'm talking about industry associations.
Okay.
There's national, state, and local levels of these associations. And they're groups of professionals that would be the ones making the decisions to buy this software.
Yep.
Or making the decision that they need some kind of software solution. So we targeted them in newsletters. We targeted them in making interviews, making our CEO available, sponsoring some of the meetings, and having signage there. We would look at who were the biggest associations and maybe sponsor a meeting and have the signage there and some other stuff. What that did was it built a Mindshare. Where people would say, we need a software that can do this or that, and you know what? I heard of this company. Mm-hmm. You ever do that where somebody asks you they want something and you go, you don't really know about it?
But I've heard of it.
I've heard
seen
of it
somewhere.
Yeah, right. And that's what I built, and that's what I created for them. And then we did the similar thing with the IT people. Where do they hang out? CNET, BNet, maybe. Back then, Two Cows was big, and all these kind of software, technical type magazines and online magazines and organizations like that. And we did kind of like the similar thing there.
So it sounds like you're doing a lot. Link building isn't just online now, it's offline as well as online, and mixing those together, because you're going to things, you're participating, as well as participating and finding online venues as well.
Yeah, because the end goal isn't to get links.
Yeah.
The end goal is to make money.
Customers.
Make more money.
Yeah.
You know? So month after month, their sales started going up, and it was phenomenal, because I think when they hired me,
and you started making more money. Hopefully, you got them as a client forever with increased money to you.
Yeah, it's funny. The guy was, the owner of the company is smart, whatever.
Yeah.
But he was notorious for not paying people what they're worth, so a lot of their staff went to work for Google and Salesforce.com.
But that happens, around, especially in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, you got to protect. I mean, your workers are your assets, you know. But he still ranks, and he's still doing well, you know, even now. So those are some of the lessons I learned way back then, and they're still applicable now. Yeah, in a big way.
Well, thank you very much, Roger.
You're welcome.
Again, John Rampton here with Roger.
What? Wanted to also say that if you're interested in tips, link building, and cutting edge strategies, advanced strategies, not like simple things.
Yeah, these are very, very advancdt strategies.
Yeah, not simple things, but advanced strategies. I have a newsletter, martinibuster.com/newsletter. And you can subscribe to that. There's a small charge for it, but it's so minimal, and what you get back is huge.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you very much.